team to evaluate Khalid.
Oh, well that's...
Was it Tim? Oh,
I guess it is.
Yes, it is.
Need your notes?
Here, your book. Well, yeah, my email didn't have me listed as the evaluator of who I'm evaluating because I was E4 and there was no more speaker.
oh, I sent one last night.
Oh, I did not get that. Okay. I'll read off my notes. Hi, Khalid. It was a great introduction. When I talked about persuasion, credibility, and pathos, on adapting to the audience's emotion, and during the economic times, your introduction appealed to everyone's emotion at this current time, like $6 a gallon. We all don't want to pay $6 a gallon, so your question appealed to all of us because we all don't want to pay that much. It was overall very organized. I know you use little notes, but with the context of your speech and information, it was really good. And I think you used your notes quite appropriately. You weren't staring in the height behind it. You only glanced it for a couple seconds, and then you ran the rest of your speech thoroughly. The details were great. The vocal variety was great. Very appropriate. It needed to be aggressive, and your tone was aggressive enough not to make us all fearful, but to say how passionate you are that we need to get renewable energy. And I liked how you broke up each 3 sections and talked about each section organized in a very organized way. From wind power and the details about wind power, what they do on the East Coast, from solar power, what they're doing in Mojave Desert, and then from electric cars. I thought the way you described each one was very organized and very detailed. I learned a lot of new stuff regarding the Mojave Desert, solar panels, and electric cars. And overall, it was a great speech as far as your second speech. I think you're great on Toastmasters. And the only thing I have to give you as feedback is when you have eye contact, I noticed you stared at Khalid and Darren's section directly. And when you looked over here, it seemed like you're visually going over my head. And when you work on that, again, I emphasize the 3 points of the room, 1, 2, and 3. When you stare in the room, make sure you make eye contact with everyone's eyes, because that brings us more into your speech and then more inviting, where like, okay, you're more, lost the word in my head, but you're more engaged with the audience, but staring right into each other's eyes because you're there personally. And overall, it was a great speech, and I look forward to your first.